What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mental Healness. My name is Lee Hammock, and I am your favorite mentally ill host. I am diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, and I know that might be hard for people to believe. I know it. Trust me. I've been on TikTok the last about 3 or 4 months going on about this, but I've been speaking about this on my YouTube, my Instagram channel, and I had a podcast a couple years ago that I was doing on mental health as well. To kind of speak about it. The goal of this channel is to help people, not necessarily, maybe normalize mental health and seeking therapy, and let you know that therapy can help, but to also help validate the feelings of narcissistic abuse survivors, because like when I first started my TikTok a few months ago, I didn't think there were that many abuse survivors, but it is crazy how big the community of abuse survivors is for mental illness, like mental illness survivors, narcissistic abuse survivors, and things like that. A little bit about me though. I'm a 35-year-old married father of 2, have 1 on the way. And how I came to realize that about my narcissism is because, let's say, I've always known I was different. From the time I can remember, I always had trouble expressing my emotions, feeling normal emotions and things like that. I always used to wonder, like, why are you crying? What is love? I remember watching love movies like, I wish I could feel that way about somebody. Why do you feel that way? Why do you want to hold that person's hand? Why do you, stuff like that. I used to always kind of, I feel like jealousy is a weird word, but like it's the word. I used to be jealous of people that could feel love and emotions and things like that. So to become more honed in on being a normal human being, I modeled a bunch of my friends and stuff growing up. I read a whole bunch of like my early 20s and stuff. I read a whole bunch of Cosmo magazine to, it helped me get girls and to feel normal and things like that. But fast forward to, like I said, so for the longest time, I always felt different. And people, like my family and friends will tell you that like, I'm cool until you get me mad. Get me mad will be the worst thing you could do, because like their rage will come out, I would turn into a different person. Like, he crazy. Hey, he crazy. Don't mess with him. He funny, but he crazy. He funny, but he crazy. And to me, humor has always been one of my defense mechanisms. I've always used humor. I'm a funny person, and it helps me to blend in the crowds by being funny. I can make a joke out of anything, But like I said, from the beginning, I've always known I was different. So fast forward to, I think I was 30, 31, married at the time. Me and my wife had got into a huge argument. You know what I mean? Just an unbelievably huge argument. I forgot what it's about. It was probably something small and petty that I probably took to I maxed it out, because how narcissists rage out. I raged out on her. I was screaming and yelling at her. I didn't hit her, you know what I mean? But everything else, yelling, cussing, screaming, belittling her, and all that other stuff. And I said something to her. I was like, it's hard being with someone. And she just came back at me. She said, it's so hard being with a narcissist. And me not knowing what it is, I took it as an insult. I was like, you're a damn narcissist. And I didn't know what it was. And then she left a little while. And like, me being curious and inquisitive like I am, I looked it up. I looked up the definition of narcissism. I'm like, okay, narcissists are just full of themselves, confident. But then I dug a little deeper and realized that it is an actual personality disorder that people have. I know I see in the stats, it says like 2% of the population has narcissistic personality disorder, but those numbers can be skewed for a multitude of different reasons, because most narcissists go undiagnosed. So, and those numbers can be skewed for a lot of different reasons and things like that. So, like I said, I remember looking at that, and I just like looked at the traits and took a few of those quizzes online. I reached out to a few friends just to ask them. I was like, what do you think about this in this personality disorder? I was like, yeah, that's you. That's you. And I was like, I hated that. And narcissists hate being alone. Me personally, being alone is one of my biggest fears on the planet. I cannot stand being alone. I really, really hate it. So I told my wife, I was like, look, if you come back home, I looked it up. If you come back home, I'll go to therapy. I was just saying stuff to get back to the house, And she agreed to come back home. And a few months later, I had not gotten to therapy yet. And she kept bringing it up, like, when you going to therapy? When you go to therapy? So I was like, let me look online and get a therapist and just get this out of the way, so I can, go through my whole little routine of just saying what I needed to say to get her back home. Found a therapist in Greensboro, went to that therapist, had a little interview or whatever. Then I ended up going to another therapist who I'm still seeing to this day. And I remember my first therapy session, I just broke down crying because it's overwhelming. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just like, I don't know. I felt like just in the therapy it's kind of hard to describe, y'all. In a therapy chair, it really felt like I was alive and somebody would listen to me. I finally found somebody that would actually listen to me and could, just kind of let me know that I'm not an abnormality. I'm just something, there's a screw loose. You know what I mean? There's something going on in my head that is not my fault. Like some stuff happened to me in my youth, some abandonment issues and trying to please and never getting the recognition and affection that I needed growing up from my father. It caused this personality disorder that I have. So I've been in therapy for 3 years now, and I see people around me. I have like a narcissistic sensor now, or a mental health sensor now. I can kind of tell when people around me are on the spectrum. I'm like, you got some shit going on, don't you? And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, yeah, this person has something going on. But from that day forward, I talked to my therapist, like, look, I'm gonna start a podcast talking about mental health. She's like, that's cool. The podcast wasn't going anywhere. I need attention, y'all. I'm a narcissist. I need attention. The podcast wasn't going nowhere. Getting a couple listens here and there. Tried to Instagram. Instagram wasn't going anywhere. Instagram had me shadow banned for using mental health hashtags pretty much. So Instagram had me shut down from pretty much anybody seeing my stuff. So I would post a video on Instagram to get 3 views. I'm like, how I got 1,900 followers on Instagram, I get 3 views. So I shut that down after a little bit, and then along came TikTok. In January, I started my TikTok page, my main TikTok page. And I started dabbling in mental health here and there, but the mental health stuff wasn't hitting. And so I started my own separate mental health page, and I just came out, I was like, hey guys, I'm a diagnosed narcissist. I got a lot of backlash. People came at me like, you're not this, you're not that, you're not, and it hit me, you know what I mean? And I was going back and forth with people, trying to argue with them and stuff like that, because I don't like criticism. I hate it. I hate when people doubt me and tell me I can't be what I want. Me knowing, I'm like, and my intention was not to help survivors. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, to be honest, it wasn't to help survivors. It was just to kind of get more people to go to, it was kind of help. It was more along the lines meant to help people like me go seek therapy to stop hurting survivors, stop damaging people. You know what I mean? But then people kind of checked me. They checked me. They saw comments like, hey, this is dangerous. Like, you being a narcissist or whatever, saying this stuff is dangerous because people will think that other people can be healed. And I didn't want to portray that image because I know narcissists can't really be healed. And I'm not healed at all. You know what I mean? I'm just out for it. I'm self-aware. Like a lot of people, I'm telling y'all, there are a lot more self-aware narcissists than you realize. Because I was in a huge Facebook group. It's not huge, a couple 100,000 people maybe. But they were all diagnosed. And so was I. So we used to talk about all kinds of stuff on Facebook and things like that. But like I said, now I've been diagnosed, and I've been, like, my TikTok page has transitioned from me being just the guy trying to get people to go to therapy to, helping people validate their feelings. And I'm admittedly, I get out like a normal narcissist. I'm a normal narcissist. Gets a high from putting people down, from the gaslighting, from manipulating, from cussing at you, from getting ragey, from making you come out of character. Narcissists get a high from that. It's like a drug. It's like so you chase that drug. You chase it. You chase that narcissistic high repeatedly, and you want it. So you keep doing it to the same person. You find a supply, and that supply you rage out on, you put down to bring yourself up to get that high. That's why when you put somebody else down, you bring yourself up high. You get a high from that. So instead of gaslighting, manipulating, which I still do, I ain't gonna lie, I don't do it on a massive level to hurt people anymore. It's just more to benefit myself. Instead of doing that stuff, I get a high from helping people. I get a high from people sending me messages. Hey, you validated my feelings. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your existence. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for stepping out your comfort zone and doing this. Thank you for doing that. And I love it. I chase it. So I chase that high right there. I chase that high, and it's a healthier high. It makes me feel alive to help people and to let them know that to validate them and validate myself at the same time. To just, it's a better feeling. It's a better, more healthy high. So I've been from that point forward, you know, my following has grown from zero to about, it's not growing super fast, but I'm at about 35,000 followers on TikTok. And, you know, I've got some pretty big accounts that follow me and engage with me and things like that. And I feel like I'm actually part of a community online, but like, I'm part of a community, but also, you know, I'm like, you know what I mean? Not necessarily the wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm not the wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm just the wolf that hangs with this. That's a terrible analogy. I'm not a wolf in sheep's clothing, and they are not sheep. I'm just different. I'll just say that. That's a terrible analogy. I'm glad I stopped that because I'm not a wolf and they are not sheep because we are all people. We are human beings with our own feelings and things like that. So don't take offense to that, y'all. I'm sorry about that. That was not my intent. You know. My intent was to help people, and I want people to see this video. I know people are going to question it anyways. I'm expecting it. That's why it took so long to start this YouTube. If y'all look back, I have another YouTube channel with the same name. It's called Mental Healness, and I have another one called Mental Wealth while I'm posting videos. They're getting like 3-4 views. So I stopped posting it because it wasn't getting the attention I needed. I felt like I was wasting my time doing it. You know what I mean? But TikTok is a different function where I can post a video and go viral. Everybody can see me. And I get the attention that I crave. And I also get that high from helping people. I've had people reach out to me. Hey, you saved my life. Hey, I was gonna stay, but you told me to leave. Hey, I was gonna do this and I didn't do it because, you know, hey, today's my first therapy appointment. What you said about what you said about feeling different, help me go to therapy. Like, I've been feeling different my whole life and people have gone to therapy because of me. And I'm talking to them. People are like, the survivors are reaching out to me, let me know I've changed their life, and I love that. You know what I mean? I do love it. So this is gonna be the end of my first YouTube video. I'll plan it out a little bit better next time. Like I said, I'm just out here in the woods right now. But I was like, let me go ahead and get this YouTube video out the way to do one, you know, just to get one up and loaded up and things like that. But I'll film it a little bit better next time. I have a tripod and camera and good equipment at home to film this type of stuff. But if y'all have any questions, leave them in the comments. Like I said, you can find me on TikTok at Mental Healness. The same name as the channel, except it's one word. It's one cumulative word together. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, if you have any more questions, leave in the comment section. And in my next video, I don't know how frequently I'll do this, but my next video, I'll try to cover the questions. Follow me on TikTok, share this video. I mean, do not doubt me. If you doubt me, it'll get on my nerves, but I ain't gonna lie to you. It'll piss me off and get on my nerves because I'm doing this to help, but I get it, you know. I get it. But thank y'all. Peace.